Well, welcome everyone to Patton Field here in Manchester, New Hampshire for today's matchup between the Manchester Kings and the Nashua North Titans. My name is Kylie for Manchester Public Television. Glad to be with you on this gorgeous day. It is coming to Wednesday, May 10th, 2023, and we are excited to see what this game will transpire as both teams coming into this game on a 10-game losing streak. But you know what that means. We will get a winner today to break that streak, and we'll see what happens. For the Manchester Kings, we have a good lineup right here. Haley Sinful will be in center field leading it off. Megan Wade will be playing the shortstop position, batting second. Brooklyn Flinkfelt will be the catcher, batting in the 3 spot. Jamie Webster will be at third base in the 4 spot. Eman Barton, the pitcher, in the 5 spot. Carly Diedrich will be playing third base in the 6th spot. Hannah Jenkins in the 4 spot. Maddie Butts will be pitching, but in her place out in the left field position will be Samantha Nightingale. And Julia O'Rourke will be out in left field in the 9th spot. So for the Nashua North Titans, Hope Blondin will be the center fielder. Kayla Redmond will be batting second at second base. Samantha Small, one of the 2 seniors on the team, will be the shortstop. Taylor Joyle will be the third baseman in the 4 spot. Nicole Gates will be the catcher. Mackenzie Brady, the first baseman. Samantha Hall will be out in right field. Kayla Dahl will be in left field, and Emma Church will be pitching as we are getting ready to get things going. And Eman Barton, it's our 3rd time we've seen this squad, and she's pitched in every single game. And it's been a tough go since that opening game victory for this squad, and we'll see what they can do for the first pitch here on a 72-degree, little bit of a breeze in the air. Wind gusts have gotten up to 24 miles per hour, but we'll see what happens as strike 1 was called, and Barton gets the sign and the pitch, and a little hit out to right over the head of Megan Wade to Nightingale, and a leadoff single here for the Titans. Makes things feeling good for a squad that has had a tough go of things. Again, 0-10, they lost to their arch rival, the Panthers in Nashua South, just on Monday. So we'll see what they can do after Hope London with a single, and we'll see what Kayla Redmond can do. Redmond, who's coming into this game as a junior, fouls one off. Head coach of the Titans is Coach Roselle, who is in front of us here in the spot. We can't really... A little soft grounder. Megan Wade, let's see if she's no one there at second. She'll throw across and is not in time. Should have been a 6-4 right there, but unfortunately not able to get to the base in time. Hannah Jenkins, hopefully they'll work on that further into this game. So back-to-back plays, a fielder's choice officially. What is that place? And Samantha Small takes a pitch up high. Pitch is called a strike, so 1-1 count. Umpires for today's game. Behind the plate, got Mr. Mick Proul. Does a great job. We've known him for many, many years covering Manchester sports. And in the field is Tom Mazenning, excuse me. A little foul ball that hits off a Volvo and goes for strike 2. Thankfully, just ricocheted off the license plate holder, so no damage done to the Volvo. And we'll see what we can do if we can get a strike 3 here. A little high fly ball. It's going to land just foul in front of us here. Megan Wade, Jamie Webster, and Samantha Nightingale all rushing over to get it, but just not in time. And we'll back to a 1-2 count. Consecutive foul balls here. Samantha Small reading the ball well. A little soft grounder. See if Megan Wade will go to third base, and able to catch that is Jamie Webster. A nice 6-5 out right there, fielder's choice. And now we have one out, and it'll be Taylor Joyle, the third baseman, making the play. Joyle, number 27, is just a sophomore. Again, a very young squad here for the Titans. The pitch here, fouled back, comes a lot of right-handed hitter foul balls right so far early in this contest. And Barton will get the ball. Got a little roll in the sand there. Let's see if that helps or harms for her next pitch here. And another foul ball goes over the building here. And so now, 4 of the last 5 pitches have gone for foul balls out of play. And make that 5 out of 6. Landing somewhat close to the porta potty. That could be an interesting thing if you're inside of that. Barton still looking for her first K. Off speed, doesn't work. Brooklyn able to stop that. Kayla Redmond at second base, Samantha Small at first base. And Barton trying to get Joyle to swing at a bad pitch. Ball low, so I believe the count is full now. Manchester mixture of Memorial and Central here. A little foul ball. Goes right below me. Good job by Samantha again to get that ball. Jamie Webster got to be ready here. The ball seems to be coming closer and closer to where she's standing. A foul ball up in the air. Oh, it's close to the lights. Hopefully Mick Proul has a lot of extra softballs for this game, as they just seem to be flying all over the place. I was wrong. That was not a full count. Tension is high here in the top of the first, and a strike 3, or was that a foul ball? Looks like it was just fouled barely off the end of the bat. Unbelievable amount of foul balls just in the past 2 batters. And that will go for ball 4. Hands up in the air in celebration for Taylor Joyle. And we'll see what Nicole Gates can do. Gates, the catcher, hitting from the left side of the dish. Lollipop type throw right there, trying to get her expecting a fastball. Nicole Gates, just a freshman, and she sends one way out to the gap. Where will this land? It far and rolls to the fence. Haley Sinfo gets it. 2 runs have come in. There'll be a play at the plate. Brooklyn not able to get there in time. She's safe. A bases clearing RBI double here, and Gates is standing at second base smiling, happy that she just clobbered that one out to the outfield. And Titans, very rare have they been in the lead this season, but they have a 3-0 lead here early in this contest. Well, Mackenzie Brady now, the batter. She has a duck in the pond as well. Ball up high. Again, one out here. Barton pitching pretty well, just not able to get that strike 3 call. Gets a called strike there, helps her cause. Another pitch up high. That's this time called the ball. Kenzie Brady, the senior, she sends one out to the outfield. Sinfo seems to have a read of it, is able to get that for out number 2. Looks good off the bat. Nice celebration by the center and left fielder, and now we'll see. It's getting down further in the lineup. Kayla Dahl will be the batter. She is playing out in the left field to see if she will send one out to left field here as just a sophomore. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss right there. So, I apologize. This is Samantha Hall that's up here now. Kayla Dahl's on deck. Samantha is a junior, and 2 strikes on her. And she sends one over to Wade. Wade will try to make the throw across, and Tom Menzing says she is out, so that will do it for the inning, but not before the Titans get 3 across the board. Tough first inning for the girls in the Kings jerseys, but we'll see what they can do back here from Patton Field with more Manchester Public Television after this. Freshman Emma Church will be the pitcher here for the Nashua North Titans, facing off against senior Haley Sinfo in the bottom of the first inning here at Patton Field. A 3-0 Titans lead, but Sinfo, who's busy out in center field in the top of the inning, will hopefully make something happen here in the bottom part of the inning. Takes a ball 1. Emma has looks like an off-speed pitch. An ellipsis type pitch right there. Haley, who's a senior at Central. Looking forward to the next month or so when she graduates, senior night here, prom, all the fun things that being a senior plays in hand, and waiting for a pitch here. And that will not work because that's ball 4. So Sinfo, with some good speed, most likely should be off after one of these pitches, as Emma Church has not been throwing a lot of lasers here to the backstop, or the catcher for that matter. Doing the catching is Nicole Gates. And look at that, first pitch, and she is safe at second. So Sinfo, we'll see if she does it again here. Megan Wade doing the hitting here, another senior. Been great to cover Megan over the past 2 years with hockey and softball. Ball up high. Emma Church steps back on the pitcher's mound and delivers. Called strike. Megan, another senior at Central. Inside, it's unorthodox, but it seems to be working. Head coach Jacob Dentoncourt in our view here as the third base coach, telling Haley to take off if she gets a chance. And now a little soft ground ball that goes foul, and that'll be taken care of finally by the left fielder there, or the right fielder, Samantha Hall. And Church gets the ball and will try to get herself a strikeout here. I think Megan Wade's a little thrown off by the speed of being a lot slower. And strike three it is, and Church is pleased with that as her teammates come out in to congratulate her. So one out here for the Titans, and we'll see what the catcher and Brooklyn Flinkfeld can do. Brooklyn plays on a travel team, plays a lot of softball. She knows a number of these girls on the Titan squad, including the seniors in Samantha Small and Mackenzie Brady. So they obviously know her too. But Brooklyn love to send one out to the outfield here. Oh, she's going to bunt instead. Surprise, surprise. Church gets it. The throw over is in time, but that does move. So Haley up to third base. So with 2 outs, they got to get this run in. She felt that off the tip of her toe. That did not feel nice. She gives a thumbs up, but she's in a little bit of pain. And now Jamie Webster will have to be the one to get this RBI here, or else it'll be the end of the inning. Ball rolls in. One hops the catcher, Gates. And Church gets the ball back and see if she can do it again. Good fielding by Church on that play to get Brooklyn out. I got to give credit where credit's due. Does not fall into the strike zone, so ball 2. Church takes a little bit of time. Delivery. And Webster sends one to the shortstop. The throw across is good and able to get the third out of the inning. And the Titans, after giving up a leadoff walk, are able to go get the next 3 outs. Good throw across the diamond by Samantha Small. And we'll see what the bottom of the lineup for the Titans can do as we head to the bottom of the second. Kylie Heavey from Manchester Public Television. Back after this. Top of the second inning here at Patton Field as the Manchester Kings come together, and we'll see what type of defense they can play here in the top of the second inning. Gorgeous softball weather here. We're glad to be with you on this Wednesday, and we'll see what 8-9-1 can do for the Titans, as it'll be Kayla Dahl. Sends one to Megan Wade for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Love when that happens. Great fielding right there by this senior shortstop. And now it'll be the pitcher versus pitcher matchup here as Emma Church comes up to bat. And she swings at the first pitch. Let's see if Carly can get it. Not in time, just falls in between Carly Diedrich and Brooklyn Flinkfeld. It's one of those that it looks easy to catch until you got to start running for it, and unfortunately not able to get to it. And so it'll go for strike 1. Ball up high. Barton has had a couple of those pitches in warm-ups where they've just gone over Brooklyn and Mick Proul as the umpire and hits the backstop. So hopefully command can come together as now it's a 1-1 count. And another high pitch. Teammates giving all the support they can for Eman, but it's up to the pitcher to be able to hit the strike zone. And she is able to do it now. 2-2 count. Barton delivers. Called strike 3, and Church gets the better, or excuse me, Barton gets the better of Church on that one. And now quickly 2 outs, but it is the top of the lineup and Hope Blondin who was able to get on with a single her first time up. Pitch just inside. Blondin waits for the pitch. She's way ahead of that one. Good off speed right there by Barton. Kings would love to go 1, 2, 3. Get their bats going here. Call the strike by Mick. A lot of powder blue here, or Carolina blue, as Brooklyn Flinkfelt said. Titan blue. Pitch is just down low for a ball. Now fouled back. Again, it was last inning where we had a number of foul balls between Taylor Joyal, Nicole Gates, and Mackenzie Brady. So trying to avoid that happening all over again. 2-2 count. See if Barton can get the K. Down low. Count goes full now. Brooklyn gets the sign from Coach Dencourt. See if they go with the fastball here. And it's still a ground ball. Busy inning for Megan Wade. Carly Diedrich, a heck of a stretch right there. Give her a Kyle point for sure, because that was a great thing. The Titans go 1, 2, 3, and we'll see what Barton can do with her bat as she'll lead us off. It'll be Barton, Diedrich, and Jenkins back with more Manchester Public Television softball coverage after this. Central sophomore sensation Eman Barton will be the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the second inning. She takes a ellipsis pitch for ball 1. Barton, who's had a good bat, including game number 1 of the year when they took down the Trinity West squad. Takes a called strike there. Reminds me of the batting cages in slow pitch softball. I think Barton's a little bit thrown off with to not know how to time this. She swings at that one down in the dirt, and Barton now down in the count. 1-2. Coach Dencourt is trying to give her all the confidence in the world to know that just go ahead and hit it, time it differently. And now Church trying to get another K. And there we go. Sent out to caught right there. Great job by the left fielder, able to reel that in. She gets some hugs and loves from her teammates. They are up 3-0, and a great play by Kayla Dahl, able to get a leadoff hit, or leadoff out here for the Titans, who've retired the last 4 batters in a row. And we'll see what Carly Diedrich can do, the senior first baseman. Carly was ready for that one, but it just landed in front of her instead. Carly, a senior at Memorial. That's that one called the strike on her right there. And now got a lot of love from the outfielder here for the Titans. Dahl and Blondin cheering loudly for Church. Another one that just comes close to being a low strike, but just doesn't fall in. Pitch up high. It's 3 consecutive balls now. Carly being very patient. Ball 4, so, or was it? Yeah, it was ball 4, okay. Carly was not fast in releasing that bat, and now for the second consecutive inning, we have a base runner due to a walk. And we'll see what Hannah Jenkins can do with her bat. Thought about a bunt. Carly take a big lead, but did not take off. Jenkins threw out the bunt with the threw out the bat to look like she was going to bunt, but held off. Ball low, and now Diedrich takes off. She slides in safely, and now for the second consecutive inning, the Kings have a runner in scoring position. One out, though. At least it avoids any chances for a double play. I guess there's still possibilities out there. Ball up high. Jenkins lets another one go down, and that will go for ball 4 as well. So now the tying run is at the plate, and we'll see what Maddie Butts can do here. She thought about the bunt. The ball gets away, and Diedrich will take off and be at third base, and moving up to second base is Hannah Jenkins. So runners in scoring position for sure. Now it's just trying to get a ball in play. As again, no hits so far for the Kings. 3 walks so far from Emma Church. A nice ellipsis again. And now hit to shortstop, not fielded cleanly. That will score Diedrich. Heading to third base is Jenkins. And that will be an E6 right there, as Small just not able to hand that cleanly. And we got a timeout call, as that looks like it might have hurt a little bit. Now we're just going to have a quick talk here with Emma Church to see what's going to be able to be done here with runners at the corners. And able to get on the board. It's now down 3-1. And now the tying run is at first base. And see if she takes off. They might be thinking about a pitch out here to try to get Jenkins out at the plate if she decides that she's going to take off. Maddie Butts, though. Ball low. Butts into second, and now going home, the throw is off, and now heading to third. Butts is able to get into third base as Jenkins was able to score the second run for the Kings, and there's a lot of excitement here on the home side of the field right now, fans included, for see what Julia O'Rourke can do. She took a ball high on that first pitch. And just outside there, ball bounces in, kind of goes away, but Butts stays at her base here safely. Again, the tying run so close, as Titans scored 3 in the top of the first. Now 2 have scored here in the bottom of the second. Ball up high, and O'Rourke will take a walk up to first base. The fourth walk of the game for Emma Church. And now it'll be the top of the lineup in Haley Sinfo. Sinfo walked herself in the last inning. Still only 1 out here for the Kings. Sinfo, 5 pitches, 5 balls so far. So waiting to get a good pitch here. finally fouls one off. Just a little bit, hit the top part of the ball. Kind of a late swing. Church delivers. Called outside ball, so now count goes to 2-1. Church gets the sign. Gates sets out outside. The throw is not really planned, as I believe that was supposed to go to Church, but that was actually ball 4, and a 5th walk for Emma Church, as some good teammates right there trying to get her to be okay, and Samantha Small. Bases are loaded now, and we'll see. Or excuse me, the bases are not loaded just yet anyway. And there we go, now they are. So 9 pitches here, and 8 of them have been balls to Haley Sinfo. And the left-handed hitting Megan Wade, who struck out her first time up to bat, would love to be able to get a hold of one this time. Frustration on her side. Ball low. Four balls and an error so far have hurt the Titans this inning here. They lost their arch rival 12-0 the other day, and Coach Roselle will talk to her freshman and try to say everything's going to be fine. Just got to figure out how to throw strikes. Let the defense have your back. Maddie Butts at third, Julia O'Rourke at second, and Haley Sinfo at first. All looking to come around and score. Megan Wade takes a called strike. Kind of ducked her shoulder out of the way thinking that I was going to hit her. It just never did. And Wade sends one out. This is going to land short, so that will bring in Butts. And we'll see that will just work as a single. And now this game is tied up. An RBI single right there by Megan Wade. And now it's going to be the heart of the lineup, Brooklyn Flinkfeld in the 3 spot with the bases loaded. Still only 1 out. A lot of happiness right here, as it was just a soft hit up into the air, but the outfielders are all playing deep, expecting Wade to really hit it further. Called a strike. Brooklyn will remember that when she's up to behind the dish. Ball low. And now we have a bug in the eye of Brooklyn, it looks like here. Definitely got scared of something. Now Church delivers. Ball low. Gates doing all that she can behind the plate to try to stop these ground balls, or pitches that are kind of act like ground balls. And ball up high. They decide not to send O'Rourke. Again, don't need to chance that. You got the lead run on base. Brooklyn has done a good job in the batter's box to make this a 3-1 count. Very patient. Ball called a strike there. McPrue being very nice with the strike zone today. Ball up high, and that will go for ball 4. So an RBI walk from Brooklyn Flinkfelt brings in Julio O'Rourke, and now the Kings lead this 4-3, and still only 1 out. And Jamie Webster will be the 9th batter of the inning with the bases juiced. Jamie held off on swinging at that one. Titans teammates still on the backside of Emma Church, giving her confidence. Ducks out of the way. Jamie Webster is cut by her face. You know, prom's coming up pretty soon. They don't need to go to the prom with a black eye. Church delivers upstairs for ball 2. Six, 7, 8, 9 have all scored for the Kings. Let's see what 1, 2, 3 can do, and that's going to make a 3-1 count as well. Webster, who ended the first inning grounding out to shortstop for a 6-3, sends one out to the outfield here, able to read it cleanly, and the sacrifice hit will work, and able to come around and score is Haley Sinfo, and Jamie Webster will get herself an RBI right there. And now it is a 5-3 lead, and the one who started off the inning, and Eman Barton, will be up to bat again for the 2nd time in this inning. She is 0 for 1 after flying out to left field just like Jamie Webster just did. And Kayla Dahl doing a good job manning the outfield, able to get 2 of these outs. Strike called. Wade at second base, Flinkfelt at first base, waiting to see if they're going to have a double steal here. Pitcher versus pitcher batter here. Ball up high. Neither of them have gotten a hit off each other so far. Oh, ahead of that one, Barton could have sent that one to Stevens Pond if she had gotten a hold of that one, but instead we'll get back in the batter's box, trying to avoid being the first out and the last out here in the 2nd inning, or bottom of the 2nd anyway. Fouls it back to the backstop. Same exact pitch from Emma Church. Coach Dencourt says, get ready to run here to Megan Wade. Jumping around. Ball up high. And now taken off because they're not looking. Megan Wade to 3rd and Brooklyn Flinkfelt to 2nd. So you got to pay attention to the runners. You can see Dencourt is very excited about something. Now a soft little, interference there on Brooklyn Flinkfelt, as not able to get that play was Samantha Small, but 5 runs come across the board for the Kings. They take a 5-3 lead here. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning here on Manchester Public Television. Back after this. After a 1-2-3 seconding, we'll see what Eman Barton can do here in the 3rd. He'll be facing off against Kayla Redmond, Samantha Small, and Taylor Joyle, the 2-3-4 part of the lineup. And with now a 5-3 lead, we'll see what Barton can do to continue this streak. 4 consecutive outs over the last 4 batters. And here we are with the first pitch. Big difference between the speed of Barton and the methodical way of pitching from the other side in Emma Church. Up high. Strike on the inside part of the plate. Coach Brady and Coach Roselle doing their thing for the Titans, trying to get them into the win column here. Kind of interesting to see as I'm looking that Nashua North as well as Manchester Central Memorial both lost 12-0 in their last game. So to get on the board is a win in some ways right there. A swing and a miss right there. And now Redmond's got to be careful. She was able to get on in the first inning on a fielder's choice. And she will go down with a strikeout here to start the 3rd inning. And good job by Barton, able to come back from being behind and score. And now Samantha Small, who also was able to get on with a fielder's choice and score. Takes a ball up high. Fouled to the backstop. Mick Pruill kind of steps on the ball there, trips over it a little bit. Brooklyn able to get the ball out of the way and back to Barton, who quick to figure out the pitch and ball low. Smith has crushed one to the shortstop position. Now sends one up in the air. This is going to be a nice souvenir into the dugout. Barton now with 2 strikes. Now a little hit ball. Wade has it pop out of her glove. The throw across is not in time, and we'll give that a hit right there as that had some speed on it. Wade would have loved to have made that clean play to get it across the diamond to Diedrich, but it'll be Samantha Small at first base and Taylor Joyle, who is able to get on with a walk her first time up as the batter here with the bunt spot. Brooklyn with the throw, not a good one. Ends up with the center fielder doing a great job. Props to Haley Sinfo, able to be the backup for that. And now Samantha Small is in scoring position at second base. Oh, crushed Roselle, able to jump out of the way, and ball right out here with the fans and the camera here. Read that pitch was just way ahead of it there. Ball low. Joyle, the third baseman, scored the 3rd run for the Titans. As she sends one high up in the air, Sinfo and Jenkins all there, but not able to get it, and it will fall for a single here. And now consecutive singles for the Titans bring some excitement. They have the tying run now on base. Samantha Small did not move up as she was unsure how that ball was going to land, if it was going to be in the mitt or if it was going to be in the grass. And Now we'll see what Nicole Gates can do. Who had an RBI double her first time up. She fouls one. A lot of spin on that. Jamie Webster able to get that ball. A little dirt on that now. Umpire Pruill stepped out to make sure that that was a foul ball. So now 1 strike on Gates. Going for the outside. One out here in this top of the third. And she grounds one. Let's see if Jenkins can get it. She'll get the easy 4-3 out, but the runners do move up to second and third. And now Barton's got to be able to do work here against Mackenzie Brady, who will be the batter here, playing first base, the senior. Brady takes strike one. Her dad, the assistant coach here for the Titans squad. Ball called there. Just dropped right before the plate. It's fouled back. Kind of plays a little pinball. Brooklyn able to get that. Or Plinko, if you want to call it that, too, for the fans of The Price is Right. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And now sent out into the sun, trying to field it and able to make that catch for out number 3. It looks kind of scary and hairy off the bat, but able to make that catch is Julia O'Rourke. And that will do it for the top of the third inning. Kings able to score 5 in the second. We'll see what they can do in the bottom of the third. Back to see what happens after this. Well, as we head to the bottom of the third inning, a new pitcher here for the Titans, and Hope Blondin. Hope will move from center field to the pitcher's position, and we'll see if her pitching can be a little bit better than what we saw out of Emma Church. Emma in line for the loss right now after giving up 5 runs, but Carly Diedrich swings at the first pitch, and away we go. A lot of defensive changes. It looks like moving over from center to now the left field position will be Samantha Hall, number 2. So a lot of changes for the Titans, and we'll try to keep things up. Diedrich held off. McPrew asked the field umpire in Tom Mezening if it was a strike, if Diedrich went, but she did not, so it's a 1-1 count. Carly sends one down the line here. It's a fair ball. We'll see what Hall can do to get the ball in quickly. She gets it to her shortstop, but not before Diedrich is in second base with a stand-up double. The first hit of the day for the Kings, and feeling the energy now is Carly Diedrich. Carly scored the first run of the game for the Kings last inning, and now is in a spot right here. Would love to get another trip around the bases to score another run. And some discussion here with Coach Dencourt and umpire Mick Pruill. Still Hannah Jenkins, who was able to walk and score last inning. Now the batter. Ball kind of bounces around and able to move into third. Carly Diedrich, fleet-footed today. It's her second stolen base of the game. See what Blondin can do. Ball low, so first base is open if Jenkins does not see a pitch that she likes. She sees one and sends it, but able to catch that, reaching up into the air. Samantha Small able to get that out and tripping with her second base teammate in Kayla Redmond. And now, Maddie Butts, she got on with an error and scored a run. She swings at the first pitch and does not connect. Maddie hitting in place for Samantha Nightingale. Pressure is there to try to show coach that, yeah, I deserve to be in this spot. Blondin having issues. Good pitch right there, but just must have been outside. Again, kind of a tough angle here from the left field, outfield. Ball up high. Sun slowly starting to set to the right here. The shade and the shadows starting to become more of a factor on the ball field. Ball inside, and for the second consecutive inning, Maddie Butts will be on base. And the runners are now at the corners, and we'll see what Julia O'Rourke can do. O'Rourke scored the fourth run. The throw down is a good one, but not in time. And now Maddie Butts pleading for a timeout so she can fix the bag. Finally gets it. Now runners at second and third. Julia, after making that great catch, the junior Memorial student, love to get herself some RBIs here. Ball low, gets away. Carly decides to hold off. She took a kind of a couple steps down to home plate, but Coach Dettencourt says, no, 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 come back. Again, one out to the number 9 batter. That's called a strike. Hope Blondin trying to get her first K. And she's able to, but the ball gets away. See if the throw down in time. It is not going to be in time. And unfortunate situation for the Titans as a strike 3 gets away from the catcher Gates. And instead we'll have the bases loaded for Haley Sinfo. Haley has walked on 9 pitches so far in this game. Ball bounces away. Just the third inning, and bases loaded for the second consecutive inning for the Kings. And sent up in the air. This will be a fielder's choice, but she'll catch it either way. And Sinfo will be retired for the first time in this contest. And Megan Wade who had herself an RBI single her last time up, will look to continue this inning. Pair of pop-outs have helped Hope London. Wade watches that go past her on the outside part of the plate for ball one. Ball goes way up high, but takes just one hop back into the catcher's mitt. It's the tough part about having both Gill Stadium and here at Patton Fields with short backstops. Gets quickly back to the catcher. Winds being more of a factor here. Megan steps out of the way of that one. And the count now 3-0. Let's see if Megan gets a green light here or if she decides to just let a pitch go by. Call the strike. She let it go past. It was low. No doubt about that. Blondin trying to get out of this inning, and he'll go for ball four, and Carly Giedrich will come across the plate and score the 6th run for the Kings, and they now lead it 6-3. 6 unanswered runs, and now bases are loaded for Brooklyn Flinkfelt. She had a RBI walk her last time up to bat, and well, if she takes 4 pitches, she can get another one here. That's ball one. So Maddie Butts at third base. Julia O'Rourke at second. Call the strike, and Megan Wade at first. Decent speed if Brooklyn can get a hold of one. She tried to bunt to get on base back in the first, unable to. But new pitcher. She hits one to the pitcher, so Brooklyn Flinkfelt unable to get some more runs across the board, and Hope London, good fielding right there, able to get it right over to her first baseman for the out. But one run does come around for the Kings. They now lead it 6-3. We'll be back for the top of the 4th right after this. Top of the 4th inning at Patton Field between this matchup between the Kings and the Titans. Eman Barton back doing the pitching. Had 2 different catchers in her warm-ups as Brooklyn Flinkfelt. The last batter in the 3rd had to get her gear on, so Coach Dencourt able to step in and do the trick. Trying to find the strike zone here. Able to send one past, foul tipped into the mitt. And Samantha Hall here has to be careful. Small was called out on a fielder's choice to see if Barton, not able to do it. Slow roller in there, not able to get there in time. Great attempt there. Barton couldn't get it and able to run over Hannah Jenkins, but it will go for a leadoff single, and Samantha Hall will look to make something happen for the Titans on the base paths. And Kayla Dahl, who had been playing out in left field, I believe she's over in center, is the batter. Fastball right past her. Coach Roselle gives her a sign, see if it's going to be a bunt here. She laid down, but the throw to Diedrich is not in time. Mezzanine says it was safe. Tom's been doing this for a long time. He knows what's safe and what's out. Diedrich had a good tag on, but unable to get it. Now going to second base is Samantha Hall, and she is now one bag closer to getting another run for the Titans. They've been held scoreless the last 2 innings. Let's see if Barton will buckle down here. Ball up high. Battle here between Kayla Dahl. She sends it out into right field. This is going to be handled by Rourke, who gets it to Diedrich, but able to come around and score is Hall. And for the first time in 2 innings, the Titans able to get a run across the board and now are behind 6-4. Clean piece of hitting by Kayla Dahl. And now we'll see if happens here. Fouled over here to Coach, able to make a play with her foot. Emma Church calls timeout as just not reading things, and now all the infielders would come together to chat. Emma Church, who struck out in the 2nd inning, will be the batter here. It seems like everyone has talked things through, know what's going to happen here. Called a strike by McPruel. Ball in the dirt, kind of comes off the bag, able to slide back in time. Diedrich still holding the no timeout called. Finally, Barton a little annoyed with herself, the way that she's throwing the ball into the glove. And the pitch. Called strike 3. So for the 2nd time in this game, Emma Church goes down by way of the K. And now it'll be the new pitcher-pitcher battle. And Hope London. Hope is 0 for 1, or excuse me, 1 for 2 on the day. She singled in the 1st, grounded out to Megan Wade at shortstop, her last time up in the 2nd. It sends one high up in the air. Nightingale playing in, able to catch that. The throw is to 2nd, but it should be to 1st, and now it's able to get that tag. So a double play right there for the Kings. High fives all around, as that was an unorthodox double play. As either way it works, and after the Titans put up a run, it'll be the Kings doing their job with their bats. We'll see what transpires here. Back for the bottom of the 4th after this. Jamie Webster will lead us off for the Kings in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll see what she can do with her bat as the new pitcher, Hope London, back into Hope kind of cutting herself in such a weird predicament there. Hit the fly ball out to left field where Samantha Nightingale was able to make that play, but the throw into 2nd base, Jenkins was able to get it to Diedrich and get that double play. So it was a weird, wild way to end the 4th, but either way it worked. Now see if the Kings can take that energy and bring it to the game here. Jamie grounded out to shortstop in the 1st inning. Now here she is in the 4th. takes a 4-pitch walk. And so see what she could do to add to the lead. Got a 6-4 Kings lead here. And we'll have a substitute runner here in her place. Get that position in just a second here. Or let's get that player. Is got to work with what E-Man Barton can do with her at bat. E-Man's flown out to left field and head into a fielder's choice. And she gets one off the hip area. Doesn't look like she's in too much pain. That might leave a mark for sure as she puts her hand on it and tries to feel it out. But the first two batters here in the bottom of the fourth on base. And we'll see what Carly Diedrich can do. She has scored her first 2 times up to the plate. Is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. She swings at the first pitch. Ball gets away and able to scoot on over to third base and second base. Kings now with runners in scoring position. And a swing and a miss right there. And Diedrich got to be smart with the rest of her swinging. Looks like Sates is the runner in front of us. A. Sates, I don't know her first name. Don't have her on any of my rosters here as I look around. We'll work on that between innings here. Diedrich sends one over to third base. The throw across is in time. The throw back, again, it gets away, but not able to move up any further. And now a run does come around. Jamie Webster was able to score. And Barton will be, or excuse me, not Webster, but Sates after Webster walked. So now a 7-4 game. Ball up high. Smart to not move Barton, who already was hit by a pitch. And we'll see what Hannah Jenkins can do here. She sends one out to the opposite field, and that will go for an RBI single, as coming around to score was Barton. So now an doubled up 8-4. And we'll see what Maddie Butts can do. She's on base multiple times. Error and a walk. Not the cleanest way of getting on base, but it still works. Jumps back for ball 1. Ball up high, gets away, and that will allow the move up by Jenkins to second base. The throw did come down, but it was not in time. Ball goes outside. It'll be ball 4, and scooting up to third base. Thought about taking off. Smart play right there by Butts to run down to first base hard. And now runners at the corners. We'll see what the number 9 batter, Julia O'Rourke, can do. Ball outside. No one goes anywhere there. A lot of pressure here for both squads trying to get something going here. Manchester would love to add some more runs here. Ball in the dirt. That will allow Butts to move up to second base. Now, already worked once this inning to get the runners in with only 1 out. And they're going to have to quickly talk things over because now with first base open, do they let Julia O'Rourke walk to load up the bases with only 1 out, or do they just go for the batter again? The number 9 hitter. So not always the strongest batter, but who knows what Julia O'Rourke can do here. The Memorial Junior. Love to get 2 ducks into the pond. Takes a called strike there. And the pitch. Blondin unable to hit it, and that will load up the bases. O'Rourke on for the 3rd time in this contest. And we'll see what Haley Sinfo can do, who also has a number of walks. She popped out to the second baseman for a infield fly rule her last time up to bat. See if she can avoid doing that for the 2nd straight inning. Ball low. No one able to move up at all. Hope Blondin trying to get something going here. Ball inside. Got to credit Sinfo's patience at the plate. Obviously, the leadoff hitter for a reason. Takes a called strike that, I mean, I guess it's the knees to the letters, but that was the high letters, almost towards the neck area. Tried to get that same pitch, just too high there. Quite a battle here. Hope Blondin. And the pitch. Outside, and that will go for a RBI base on balls for Haley Sinfo. And coming around to score is Hannah Jenkins for another run for the Kings. And now they have scored 3 this inning. Base is still loaded. And we'll see what left-handed Megan Wade can do here. Megan swings at the first pitch, walks away very agitated with herself and just wasn't able to get a hold of that. Blondin See if she can throw that same pitch. Wade was way ahead of it. Wade sends this through into the outfield. That'll bring in 1 run at least, setting another one for 2. And Megan Wade will get herself 2 RBI single here. And this game is getting out of hand now. The Kings have a commanding lead here, and still with only 1 out, and Brooklyn Flinkfeld, who's had a rough day at the plate, has an opportunity to get herself some RBIs, who is going to hit from the other side of the plate. See if she uses her speed to put down a bunt. McPruill trying to give her guidance on where to stand and where the lines are. She drops one. It's going to land right in front of the pitcher, not able to make a play on it. And Brooklyn Flinkfeld, you're on first base with an RBI bunt right there. Haley Sinfo able to come around, and now Megan Wade at second, Brooklyn Flinkfeld at first, and Jamie Webster, or excuse me, looks like it's actually going to be I believe it is. Again, I didn't get her name, so I'll kind of figure that out. Ball gets low. That will allow Megan and Brooklyn move up bag. And now they are just running around these bases. Webster was the leadoff hitter in this inning with that walk. And now we've hit around. Ball up high. Strike called on that one. Again, just 1 out here. Ball outside. Kind of behind her more than anything. First base is available if the Titans decide that they would like to use that. Ball low, and that's what they do. So now base is back loaded. And we'll see what Barton can do. See if that hit by pitch affects her at all. But now it looks like we might get a pitching change. Instead, they're going to work on the landing spot for Hope. Blondin coming in for Leaf. Trying to get things worked out. A little pat on the back saying, try to get them to hit it into the air. Make your fielders have time to cover it. Barton would love to cushion the lead here. 6 runs have come around in this. Ball goes behind Barton, and unable to move up are the runners. Ready to go if they need to. A 12-4 lead. Hits one. Pitcher takes it. The throw back is in time. Gets 1 out. But Brooklyn able to see an opportunity and scores another run. And now there'll be 2 outs. Barton hits into a fielder's choice. Megan Wade was out. The collision was in the glove. And Brooklyn, high IQ softball player, able to come around and score right behind as the ball had come out of the glove. Barton able to move up to second on that as well. Ball outside, holding the runner is Coach Dettencourt. The pitch hit into the ground. Diedrich will get herself an RBI as Hope Blondin not able to field that cleanly. And now runners will be at the corners, and this inning will continue to happen here. Hannah Jenkins, who had a single, pops one up in the air. Let's see if it'll be handled. Oh, a nice catch right there. And that is out number 3, I believe. Should be. No one seems to remember that. That is the third out.
I think they reversed that call at home because they dropped the ball.
And now sent out to center field. Cans and corn, though. And that will do it for the inning, but not before a number of runs come across the board. We'll find out if it was 7 or if it was 8. We'll be back to see what this 5th inning will do. Titans got to get some runs, or they might be 10-run ruled. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned for more Manchester Public Television softball coverage. I'm Kyle Levy, back after this. Top of the 5th inning here, and Barton back on the mound. Throws a ball upstairs right there, and trying to get Kayla Redmond out for the second time in this game. Kayla was able to get on base with a fielder's choice. She tries to bunt that, does not work. Redmond's had a quiet day at second base. Haven't had to say her name too many times, which sometimes that's actually a really good thing. It's on the other hand of things. But see what she can do. She was able to score the first run of the game back in the first inning. Seems like hours ago at this moment, as this has been an interesting game here. Hour and 35 minutes into this contest. Barton goes upstairs, and now battle going on here. Redmond, a junior down there in Nashua. And she will take a free base here as ball 4, and Redmond, who's very quietly fast, it looks like, will look to make something happen. And Samantha Small, the senior, who's gotten on base 2 times today, will continue to look at Brooklyn's throw down. Megan Wade puts the tag on, and she is out. Brooklyn Flinkfeld to Megan Wade and caught stealing, so Barton will appreciate that defense right there for out number 1. Well, Small now hits one high up in the air. It's going to be tough. Megan Wade again having herself an inning right here. Able to put that glove out there and get that catch. And now quickly 2 outs. And it's all up to Taylor Joyle here. Joyle's had a decent day as well. Walk and scored in the first and singled in the third. See, she hits one right past Jamie Webster. Webster gets herself a little dirty. The ball kind of gets away. Everyone diving all over the place for it. Diedrich slips and falls, and it'll go for a single there. And the hard-hitting left-handed batter, and Nicole Gates will now be up to bat. Gates grounded out to Jenkins at second base. Her last time up, though. She grounds one, goes backwards. Flinkfeld able to get that. Jenkins not able to get that one. And now 2 for 3 is Nicole Gates. And back-to-back singles here. Hard-hitting singles here from Joyle and Gates. And we'll see what the senior Mackenzie Brady can do here. Mackenzie's had a tough day, flown out to the outfield in both times. Now sent out. It's going to get over Wade's glove, and that will go for a single as well. The throw to Barton, and bases are loaded. The Titans not ready to give up on this contest just yet. 3 consecutive singles here after 2 quick outs. And it'll be up to Samantha Hall, who singled her last time up to bat. So this could be a good spot to get herself an RBI here. Looks like there's some discussion here for a moment. There might be a pitch count here. Interesting spot to be in, as again, with the headset on, I can't hear everything that's being said out there. Titans have only scored 4 runs. They gotta get some more, or I believe this game will be over. The next team's ready and already warming up for their 6 o'clock start. A little ground ball. Diedrich will take it herself and touch first base for out number 3. And the Titans getting a number of singles, but just not able to do it. And just unable to do that. And looking to see what's going to happen. The Titans will take the field. The opportunity here for the Kings to get a 10-run mercy rule here if they can get some runs across the board. We'll back to see what happens after this. Memorial junior Avery Hastings coming into the game here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as get a chance to show her worth for the future. She'll be batting in place of Maddie Butts in the 8th position. She sends one straight up the middle, and that will go for a leadoff single for the Kings. Good piece of hitting, just getting it right past Hope London, and great to see that. And now Haley Sinfo will be the batter. Actually, I believe that Avery hit in place of Julia O'Rourke. Now popped up in the air. It's going to land, but the play will have to get there. It will get there in time. And Hastings left out to dry as an infield hit. She just really did not know what to do. Didn't want to get doubled up. And unfortunately for her, it will go for an easy 3-6 out. Or maybe a 4-6. I'm not sure who actually took care of that. And now taken off, Sinfo will be at second base here. Third time in this game that she's made it to second base. Excuse me, the fourth now. Now Wade sends one second base and handles it cleanly, and that will work as a sacrifice to move up to third base as Sinfo. And we'll see what Brooklyn Flinkfeld can do. Already has an RBI thanks to her last bunt, but see what they decide to do with 2 outs here. Hitting now from the right side of the plate, unlike the last time when she hit from the left side of the plate. Brooklyn sends one up in the air. Samantha Small is underneath it, and that will do it for the 5th inning. So a very quick one here for the Kings. Titans need to get some runs. This game will be called soon enough. Back with more Manchester Public Television softball coverage after this. Top of the 6th inning for the Kings, looking to get their 2nd victory of the year. In the lead so far, but Titans are ready and willing to get something going, and we'll see what Kayla Dahl can do. Kayla has had a 1-for-2 day hitting in the 8th spot. She hits the first one high up in the air. Diedrich will call off Barton and able to get that out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here, and Kayla Dahl goes 1-for-3 on the day. And now we'll see what Emma Church can do. Emma in line for the loss if the game were to end right now. She is 0-for-2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. She swings late at that one for strike 1. Shadows starting to become a factor here. Strike 2 fouled off though. So getting close to hitting that is the freshman in Church. Number of freshmen here for this Nashua squad. And she sends one high up in the air. It's going to land perfectly. Gets past Nightingale at left field, and that will work for a single for Emma Church. Her first time on base today. She holds her elbow. I don't know if that's a stretch or she's all right here. She did pitch and did come out after the 2nd inning, so have to see what's going on with that. But now with 1 out and the top of the lineup here, and Hope Blondin. Blondin fouls one off. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Hope's had a tough go of it today. 1-for-3. Has been fouls one back. Still trying to stay alive. Barton, luck to get a K. Throws the off-speed pitch, does not connect. Just 3 strikeouts on the day for Barton. And now hits it. Webster will throw that over to Diedrich. And for the 2nd time in 3 innings, Hope Blondin hits herself into a double play and will head to the bottom of the 6th inning here with the Kings looking to add more to their lead. Back to see what happens right after this. Jamie Webster back up hitting here in the bottom of the 6th. It's this ground ball taken by the 3rd baseman across the diamond. And 1 pitch, 1 out here. And the Kings will have to get things squared away. But again, with a big lead, it's kind of batting practice in some ways for them to try to get things squared away, as they fell behind 3-0, and now with a big lead, this game will continue to go. And we'll see what Barton can do with her bat. been able to score on a hit by pitch and got on in the fourth. But it's her arm that's doing the work today, able to do a great job on the mound. Only that first inning was a real issue. Strike called there. Barton was ready to swing at that if it was in the strike zone. It was not. Game coming close to the 2-hour mark here. Barton lets that go past her because it was outside, and she will head to first base with a 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 6th, and we'll see what Carly Diedrich can do. Carly was able to get an RBI after crushing one into the ground that the pitcher, Hope London, was able to field, try to get it. Ball low. Now stuck in spot. Barton able to quickly get back to the bag. Been in that position many times in my days. Wondering if she should take off for second or go back to first. Barton does a smart move and goes back to first. Diedrich thought about it. Barton with some speed. Waiting for a pitch to take off. Outside. So, 3 consecutive balls here. Strike call. Diedrich not liking that one. Hannah Jenkins on deck. Now hit ball, second baseman tags in. Maybe the tag was not there. Looked like it, but Barton must have gotten around it as she was in second base now. But Carly Diedrich will be out on a 4-3. Kayla Redmond doing a good job playing that second base position. So defensive Nashua coming into play here. Ball has not left the infield yet. Ball low now, taking off for third. The throw is not in time. Barton able to slide in and will be at third base looking to score. Jenkins' 5th time up the bat. She's got an RBI single in this game. Flew out to center field her last time up. Love to find some green in the outfield this time. Ball upstairs. And the delivery outside. Now take it off. Barton is going to get underneath. The ball kind of goes away and able to steal home. And I believe that is the last run of the game. That means it's the 10-run mercy rule. And your Central Memorial Kings will take this contest after 6 hard-played innings over the Nashua North Titans. Definitely wanted to get that run in before we had to go to the 7th inning. And congratulations to the Kings, who get their 2nd win of the year. They now go to 2-10, while the Nashua North Titans fall to 0-11. It's been a pleasure to be with you on this Wednesday evening for Manchester Public Television. My name is Kyle Heavey. Congratulations to the Kings. Got to give the player of the game to Barton, who scored that last run and pitched a complete game. We'll be back for more softball coverage throughout the season. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.